Oh, that's not plugged in. Okay. Okay. I think I got it posted in the group successfully this time. Okay. I think, let me see. I don't know if it's gonna let me. Can I change that? Yes. Okay. I think we're shaking like bacon here. A little bit crooked, or this is crooked. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, doing some adjusting. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Medicine. Sorry, guys. Y'all are a little bit crooked. I think we're okay there. Let's move the light a little bit. Okay. And 7 o'clock. Not too bad. All right. How are y'all doing tonight? Thanks for joining. Okay. Let's see what kind of fun we can have. Let me find the challenge papers. So my first thought was to do one of Scrappy's snowstorm challenges because you all have just a few more days to complete those. And I chose create a layout about someone you haven't scrapbooked in a while. And I chose my nephew, and this actually is a photo that is a few years old of him. But my sister-in-law shared it on her Snapchat, and I said, I have to scrapbook that. And when I scrapbook something just within a few days of saying I have to scrapbook that, that means I really, really, really want to scrapbook it. It just, the heart glasses he's wearing just, yeah, and him in them just captured my little heart. And then last night when Gina was talking about the 24 cards in 2026, I was like, oh my goodness, I could turn this into the layout sketch for my layout. So that's what we will be working on. And I have pulled Simple Stories Heart Eyes, which it's a little uncanny how perfect that title is for this photo. But Simple Stories Heart Eyes, I don't think there's a lot of it left in the shop. There may be like some thickers and something else. I'm not sure. Hi, Cynthia. Okay. So I was trying to measure out the, not really measure like the diagonals, but it made for interesting planning. Let's just say that. Okay. Let me move the embellishments for a moment. I do have a stencil, and I pulled some stamps, some Tim Holtz stamps. Okay, we're going to set that right off to the side, and I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, I think I'm going to use the red as my base, I think. We're going to kind of play with this and see. Okay, I feel like it's a little dark. Can you all see it okay? Excuse me. All right. And I found the middle of the paper, of every paper. I took my ruler and just found the middle going both ways on all these papers except for the red one. And then, let me grab the sketch. I just envisioned where I wanted each paper. So this one is going to be the last one we cut because it's going to kind of be these little sections here. And I did draw some lines to where I'm going to cut it. I don't know if you all can see those lines. I just kind of measured out here at 3 inches at the top, 3 inches at the bottom, and then I drew my lines. That was just, I literally just guessed, and we're going to see. But that's the last piece we're going to cut. And then this, the black hearts, it's really hard to see the pencil lines I drew. But this is just going to be cut into 4 equal pieces. I did corner to middle, corner to middle. And that's going to be this black piece here. You'll kind of see it once we start cutting. And then this pale blue is going to be these hearts up here and down here, directly below the middle. The heart on here is going to be our photo. I think I might cut it a little smaller. Hi Lisa and CJ. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining. You can kind of see the lines on here. And again, found the middle. I just found the middle by putting a dot, turning it, putting a dot. And then I went over here and I was like, oh, let's go about 4 inches. I put my dots and then I drew my lines. I just made a guess as to where I might want to cut it. And so we'll use this little section. We'll go right here. Okay? You'll kind of see it come together, but I did want to show you how I just, you know, found the middle. Then over here, I just did a really, what did I do? Was that 4 inches? Yeah. 4 and 4 and 4. And I put my dots there. And then I just drew my line, middle to dot. So, let's see. Let's just use scissors. Let's just use scissors because yeah, well, I could use, I'm just scared I'm going to cut something wrong if I just use my trimmer and you guys can't see it. Where's my line? Let's see. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Just cut in my pencil lines. Oh, these are the side. Okay, where's my... I should move my trimmer in so you all can see it. Okay, so that's actually a side piece because it is a little bit directional. Let me cut the other one. There's that one. Okay. Now the pale blue, that one's going to go on the top and the bottom. How have y'all been doing? How's the weather doing? Hi, Eileen. What did you say? Problem with your net? Oh, I hope so too. If not, hopefully you can watch the replay if you like. Hope y'all are doing well, staying warm. We had a few flurries today, but nothing. Oh, that one goes at top. I'm curious to see what Gina does with this sketch. She designed the sketch this month, and I'm excited to see what she does. She was going to join me, but then she had to take care of the kiddos. I told her, I said, you are wanted and always welcome, but I understand. No worries. Okay. Now this black one is going to be tricky to see. I'm so excited to see this come together. Okay. Oh, this one I just cut literally almost corner to corner. And then I'm going to use the top and the bottom. Oh, I don't know if I can... This will fit in my trimmer. I'm going to have to cut this one with scissors. I don't know if you can see my line, but I can see it. Just barely. I could have done my lines on the back, but I wanted to see what I was going to eventually be cutting out. So that's why I did my lines on the front of the black one. Okay. For this one, I'm using the top and the bottom, so... I do have a stencil and some stamps I may add to the red bits of paper. That's why I'm not gluing anything yet. And in case I want to trim anything down. We'll see. Okay, this one was this way, so I need this piece that my hand is on. But yeah, in case I want to add a little bit more dimension to the red paper or any of the papers, you have a few more days to do the scrappy winter, what was it called? Scrappy snowstorm challenges. Hopefully we're done with the snowstorms. I mean, I love a good snow day, but I don't like the agony of, are we going to have a snow day? Are we not going to have a snow day? I got my little basket. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining. I got my little basket over here so I can drop papers in. One of these papers, I wanted to use the other side. Oh, it was the black one because there's hexagons. And I think I'm in the same boat with tea. Those are my favorites. Some of you have probably heard my hexagon story. Okay, this one. Oh, this was the one where I wanted it to be just strips in here. Okay, this is the one that's going to be tricky. That we're going to have to do some trimming. Okay, let me see if I can cut this. These little tickets are fun. These are fun. Okay, let's see. This one. The way life is right now. I mean, I have been making some cards. I've been making a lot of birthday cards. Thankfully, I've had a little bit of time this week to make some birthday cards. Let's see. See, I need like, that's not gonna, well, it probably will get covered up. I need like a strip for right here. That's the tricky. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Let's just play a little bit. Hi, Sherry. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't hate it. I could definitely do some inking. I did pull out a few ink pads. The back of this paper too. It's an orange ledger. I had a hard time like picking papers because I don't like to use the B side of the cut aparts in case I want to use the cut aparts. But so I put all those aside. Okay. Hi, T. Okay, let's put that under there. We're doing 2 challenges tonight. Since a few more people have joined, we're turning the card sketch, Gina's lovely card sketch, into a layout. And my original idea was to do a layout about someone I haven't scrapbooked in a while. And that is my adorable nephew, Nash. He's actually a few years older than this now. This is a picture is a few years old. I think I'm going to trim it a little bit. Maybe make it a 4x4 or a 4x5. But I'm so glad everybody's here with me, hanging out tonight. Okay, so now I need to see about... I have a stencil. The stencil is kind of similar to that, but I could do my stencil in red on the red. I do like some tone on tone. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do some red stenciling on the on the red, tone on tone, and maybe I'll add some red stenciling onto this pale blue. I think I will. Okay. I'm not going to glue things yet because I want to do some stenciling. Let me move the sketch. And I need a stencil brush. I'm going to do some stenciling down lower and then kind of in the middle on this one. Is that in view? Yeah, okay. And then this one, I'll do one up high and kind of down a little bit towards the middle off to the side. Okay, like that. Okay, now we need like these corners. And I might also do, I think I'll do some big heart stamps on that red part. Let me give myself a guide with the pencil. Moving the ink pad because, all right, this is going to go here so that giving myself a little bit of a guide here. Okay. Set these over here. Set this over here. Okay. This is a sketch for the... That's the card sketch. Yeah. Do you need me to show you again, T? That's the card sketch for this month that Gina did. It was my turn, but she requested... She's like, I have a Valentine one. I'd like to do it. I said, okay. Let's put it there, and we'll kind of do around the same spots. A darker red might have been better, but I like the look of tone on tone when you look at a scrapbook layout. It's not easy to see, but okay, let's bring this down here. See where my lines are. I'll put it up close so hopefully you can kind of see it. Where's my other line? Right there in the corner. And I think all of us are pretty much fans of stenciling. It's just an easy way to add a tiny bit of dimension, even if you do nothing but ink. That's at the corner, so let's go in here. Let's move this one in just a tiny bit. Where's the other line? Right here. Okay, we got some things on there. We're gonna put that in the basket. And I'll see if I can lift that up and show you. Can you see? No, it's not, it's too dark. Let me turn on the other light. Oh, it's plugged in, good. Okay. Okay. Can you see that now? I don't know. It's just not the best lighting. You can kind of see it over here. That's just tone on tone. Just makes things pop a little bit. Gonna erase my pencil lines because it'll be easy to line those things back up. The stencils are so inexpensive. Yeah, they're a great tool for multiple things, so their price point is not big. I've used them in my planner before to help me visualize which days I work earlier and which days I work later. I would just pick, well, I'd actually pick 3 different stencils. One for 8:30 to 5, one for 12 to 8:30, and then if I would work a Sunday or 2 here and there, I used the 3rd stencil for Sunday. I can see it by where it says dry. Yeah, yeah, thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Okay. So I do think I want to do a little bit of inking. And I think these, I'm going to do the red ink. And these, I brought out black soot or hickory smoke. I think the inking is going to give these like a nice little shadow. So hopefully the diagonal lines pop even more. Oh, I did want to do some stamping too. Let me ink the red, because then we'll be working with the other ink. The other ink color, and I can stamp some hearts too on the red. But with one of the darker colors. Those little ticket stubs are cute too. I do, Daisy. I bought all of them, but I bought all of them. I haven't got the second set yet. I'm saving up my pennies to get the second set. I know it was just in one of the sales. I do like them. I do. They're gonna probably be my main ink. Sorry, I need to get a drink. I do have some of the Distress inks though, Distress inks and oxides, but not those. I just get one here or there. I was late to the game when it came to those, so. And I'm one of those, I don't know the science behind all the inks, so I just have fun with them. And learn as I go. Okay, so here's our red. Let's move that off. We're gonna get something to ink our waiting for the second set too. I ordered them from Michelle. Need to break in the first 15. Yeah, I opened all of mine finally. I can't say that I've used them all, but I mean, I used quite a few. I used them on my birthday cards I made the other day. Okay, now I feel like I should use black soot because there is some black in here. I'm excited to see this come together, to see what it's going to look like. And I definitely think I want to use the outlines. These two, I think. Although the scribble one is cute too. Where is the... There it is. I think I got these from Michelle. I don't know if they're still available, but these two, like, pull that one out, pull that little one out, and these two things go in my handy dandy basket that's off to the side. You cannot see, but it helps me keep my room tidy when I'm doing a live. I like using the ink pads, but I can't wait to really get to play with the re-inker and try watercolor and stuff like that. Yeah, T, you make some really cool stuff with those. With re-inkers and the different, like, mediums and stuff. Okay. Let's move things again. Shouldn't have erased my lines, I guess, but now I have my stencil heart markings to go by. So we'll do some stamps. We'll ink the black. Okay, I need clear blocks. I want a paper to stamp this and see what it looks like first. I could do the middle, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah, I haven't gotten the re-inkers yet. That's going to be bold. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let me see what it looks like. Second one. Do I want to do... I think I want it bold. I do. Nice and dark. Okay. We're going to go right here. I think I'm going to do one on each of the 4, and then I'm going to do a little one. I know one of my lines is kind of right there, so it's okay if part of it gets up. I think that's perfect. Anybody crafting along? Anybody? Anybody? Let's go up a little bit with this one. I've been able to do a little bit of crafting. I've been feeling really good the past 2 weeks, and I'm so, so, so thankful. All right. This one, where do I want this one? Kind of maybe like right there. All right. Here's that one. Let's do the little stamp. Let's go. Let's just do it kind of like next to it. Yeah. Yes, you did a page for a baby album. Aw. I bet that would be fun, a baby album. I've done a few baby layouts when my niece was born. Where do I want this? Maybe right. When my niece was a baby, the one that lives across the country from me. They used such cute, soft, muted colors with her when she was a baby. Now she's almost 5, and she's very much her own little person. Like, she's adorable. All right. This one we're going to do right here. Okay. Now we need to ink edges. Let's move things back. And after we ink edges, I think we can start gluing things. Hi, Janice. You just got home about half an hour. I'm still yeah, T, I get it. When I have a live, my decompressing time is usually like after I have to do my dishes, and then I can chill. And I try to do my live on a night where I work later the next day. I try to. Hi. Oh, hi, Janice. Thanks for joining. Interest not for sale because she may have it available. Just not posted on the website in their app for the moment. Thanks for checking, T. It's a really fun one. With a lot of different hearts and different sayings. It's a Tim Holtz. Okay. Those are inked. Let's go over here and ink. Oh, boy. Coming off the dabber. Okay. Just want to get a shadow on there. I don't like a crazy amount of ink. When I'm inking edges, I like it to just barely get on there and make a shadow. Yeah, it's always good to ask Michelle for something if it's not available, because she does keep stuff out of the store for her crops and things that she goes to to sell in person. So, never hurts to ask her. Now this one, you're barely going to see it at all, but there's some spots you'll be able to see it. beginning. Okay, Janice, I'll give you the rundown. These papers are Simple Stories Heart Eyes collection. It's called Heart Eyes, which is a little uncanny because this is the photo that we're using. My adorable nephew Nash. It's a few years old. But the collection is Simple Stories Heart Eyes. There's a few little random things left in the shop for this collection, like some stickers and thickers. Ooh, I am getting beads everywhere. This dabber is not doing me tonight. And I am doing 2 challenges at once. Thank you. I am doing... My first idea was to do a layout about someone I haven't scrapbooked in a while. My nephew Nash. And I am turning the card sketch into a layout. I think those of us that do that, I know T does it. Gina's done it. Tisa, I think, recently turned a card sketch into a layout. I think we have fun with it. I know I really do. And I hope it helps you all to envision, to look at the card sketches a little bit of a different way. But Gina said last night in her live, and she's always said this ever since I joined the group. She said, if the card looks nothing like the sketch, it just makes her happy that you are creating. Just submit a card that you have completed, and you will make her heart happy. And I agree with her. These challenges, the whole point is just to give you inspiration to create. That's all that we hope that we do. To give you inspiration to create. To use the things that you buy. Or the things you've had lying around for lots of years, because I know we've all got those. Okay. We've got some hearts on there. We've got some stenciling on there. We got our papers sorted. Let's get some adhesive. Oh. I want more of that piece of paper. I opened it up to do the live and I'm like, what? Why didn't I buy another pack of this paper? Because Simple Stories comes with just the one of each piece. Unless I've used it already. But it comes with one of each piece. And I use this one for the black side, but I do have 2 pieces of it left, so I want to get that to the bottom. Goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah. And you can see my hearts peeking out. I'm even smudging them a little bit, but that just adds to the charm. Been a busy week so far. Looking forward to creating this weekend. Yeah. I think I have a busy weekend too. Friday is kind of one of my weekend days. If we work on Saturday, we have Friday off. If we work on Friday, we have Saturday off. And this week I'm off on Friday. And whoop, my goal after my doctor appointment is to go visit my stepdad. I've been so sick the past couple of months, I haven't even been able to go visit him. So that's the goal on Friday. And then I work Saturday. Probably do some adulting on Sunday. Who knows if I'll get to do crafting, but we will see. My motto is this year, what's soft, what's slow, and there's another word, what's safe, I think. I can't remember what I wrote down. But my goal is to just basically ask myself, is this good for me? Is this what I need right now? And that's just kind of how I live day to day. Is this good for me? Is this what I need? Do I need to be preparing food for the week? That's a priority. To keep me healthy. He's doing all right. He's trying to do more walking with his walker. And he's still just in some pain. There's still pain. But I'll be able to give you a more accurate after I go and see him on Friday. All right. That's the plan. Okay, let's see if I can get that up there. That's about centered. And our middle is going to look funky, but it'll be covered up. Yeah, long road for sure. For him and my mom both. I was able to, what did I do? I made 2 cards last night, and I don't remember when I made the other 2. I was trying to get caught up on my January birthday cards. I think I'm finally caught up on January birthday cards. Now I need to get February. Okay, that's good there. Okay, I said I was going to cut this picture down. I am going to cut it. First, I'm going to start with 5 inches and see if I like that. And if not, I may go down to 4 inches. Because, yeah, I might go down to 4 inches because I'm going to put a heart down here. And I think I'm going to put my title up here. Yeah, 4 inches is where it's at. Okay. All right, let's see. I feel like I should mat that perhaps in white. Like just a thin white. Yeah, definitely needs. Okay, I don't want to glue it down just yet, but so the fun thing is there's this heart eyes. Oh, I thought there was another one on there. Oh, I could do heart and then eyes. Or there's this one, heart eyes. I don't think I like that one. It definitely needs to be one of the bigger ones. What's in here? My heart, no. But this flag is cute. Let me try to pull that flag out. Where did I put my trays? Of course, I moved things I did a little room reset. I wanted to get things a little bit resorted and easier access before the online crop at the end of the month. And I was successful, thankfully. Again, I've been feeling good, so I was able to do a reset. I put my ribbons to where they're more accessible. They're literally to my right-hand side. I do need to sort through the bin. Do I want the big... Can't decide what I want. But I was able to rearrange my stamps a tiny bit to pull the ones I use more. I do have more sorting to go through my stamps. I even purged some, but the purge pile is just sitting on my left next to my table. Okay, I'm going to see how that looks. That's kind of big. Let's see what this one looks like. We could do heart eyes. I think I like that one. I can do it with the banner there. Let me just lay that down and see what that looks like. I can do that. I can overlap it a little bit. Let's just see what that looks like. And I can do like a... Let's get the chipboard. I don't know if I like it overlapping like that. I'm afraid if I pull this chipboard out, it's never going to go back in. There's a little... I could put that... Oh, we gotta use the glasses, right? We gotta use the glasses. Let's see what else is on here. There's a smaller smiley face, but that smiley face has hearts. Okay. I don't know if I want anything else from there. Thank you, Sherry. Let's see what's in here. Oh, okay, there's some journaling. Ooh. We know I like the library cards. I cannot remember where I put my trays. Okay. I don't know if I like the journaling, those bits. That one's florally. All I need is you. That's cute. The retro TV. Little note card. Oh, there's some tickets. We can put a ticket on there. Yeah. We gotta have a ticket. Oh. Okay, we're still fiddling. These things are always cute. These little file. The little flashcard. Oh, this one has it in the middle. That one's like orange, though. There's some of these. You are my greatest adventure. I'm digging this. We know I dig this. The Scrabble tiles. Be mine. Some conversation hearts. Those are cute. Let's grab that one that says hug me. We can even put one that says kiss me. Let's pull those out. The little clipboard is cute. It says notes. Okay, I'm gonna tuck those there. The only thing I don't have that I would like to have is like gems or something. I feel like this might be too big. I feel like that might be too big. All right, let's see what's over here. There's another ticket we could layer in there. Conversation hearts. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll do a cluster down here. Like my cluster here, and then maybe something a little more over here. But what? But what? There's a camera. There's a camera sticker. Maybe not with this. Let's see. No, I like those there. Maybe another one. All right. Oh, I was going to do a heart down here, but if I'm doing my cluster here, and then maybe, let's see. Let's just play around a little bit. We could tuck this. You like the camera. I do too. I'm not, it's still on my finger. I'm playing with this assortment over here. I like that. I kind of like that. Okay. Maybe that'll be our 3 clusters. I mean, I may add some little doodads to it. Oh my gosh, there is a record player on here. Look at this. With the little heart-shaped record. Stop it. Okay. All right, let's ink and glue some things down. I'm going to put that camera right there. I think I'm going to ink my embellishments with red. I think I may dimension some of these. I'm sorry, it's not all in the frame. I don't know if the ink really stays on these chipboard pieces, but I like to soften the edges if I'm inking other stuff, so. I should ink around the photo too. Should I ink around the photo with the red or bring in some of the black? I feel like it might stand out a bit if I ink black around the photo. Oh, hi Tisa. That's okay. Home from babysitting. Hope it went well. Where am I at? I guess I might be going a little bit overtime. We're just gluing down our embellishments. We are working on 2 different challenges at once. Because my idea was to do one of Scrappy's snowstorm challenges of Scrappy's, I lost my words. Scrappy's snowstorm challenges of someone you haven't scrapbooked in a while. And then I decided to, when Gina was doing her live last night, to use the card sketch to turn it into a layout. This even works for the February challenge stencil stamp art. Oh, ticket. Yeah, thanks, Sherry. It sure does. You don't think I have to ink the photo. Okay. You're right. I think it might stand out more when sometimes looking at the screen instead of at the image helps. Okay. Okay, there's the teeniest little heart on the corner of this card. So cute. Okay. Let me put a little bit of glue. No, I'm going to dimension this. I'm going to dimension the top of this. Because I want things to pop out a little bit. I made my background. Yeah, that's at the beginning. I tried my best to show how I found the middle of each paper. Is that the right part? Nope, that's the bottom. Then we want some glue there. Stick that. I'm going to dimension that as well. Yeah, I did some stenciling on some of the triangles. And then I inked these with black around the edges just to kind of give it a shadow so they pop a little bit more. These I inked with red. And then I did do some tone-on-tone stenciling on the red. You can't really see it. And then I did stamp some black hearts. Where am I doing this? Right here. Okay, there's that. I wanted my camera, which I need to ink. Yeah, so the cutting of the triangles and kind of showing how I measured them is at the beginning. This I also want to dimension. I'm going to put 2 pieces on here. We're at the tail end. If you want to hang in there with me. And if not, if you got to go, I get it. I think I want the camera right there. Yes, I do. You have to leave at 3:30 a.m. to bring me some. Yeah, Yeah, no, that's great. Watch it tomorrow or whenever you can. Just make sure you get enough rest and that y'all are safe tomorrow. Okay, let's get this. I want to put some adhesive at the top of that. Some dimension. Glue at the bottom. Definitely need to glue the photo down. Yeah, I'm grumpy that early in the morning. Like, for real. Okay, I need to stand up. Because I do want to center this. Okay. I could... Oh, let's see. Let's see. I think I like that. I'm going to put a tape on that and glue. Whoopsie. Why unalive? Does it not work? And I've been using it for the past... There we go. Seriously? Yeah, I would be grumpy that early in the morning. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Jeez Louise. Spread that out just a bit. All right, we're going to put that. All right, now we can... Let's put that over a little bit. That's dimensioned up. I'm going to dimension this part of the ticket. That's the way I know. The lives work that way. Every time. I've been using it for days and days and days. And then you pull it out for a live and it's like, oh, no, poke me please, because I was literally using it last night. I was crafting during Sherry's live. We're going to do tape, runner, and glue. Some people sometimes dimension their chipboard, but I don't want to give it too much more dimension because sometimes I do. Okay, there's that. These, I think I'll glue one and dimension the other one. And I want you to still be able to see those other hearts. So, okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I think I want to put that on there. I know it blocks the glasses a little bit, but I like it sticking off like that. Okay, what else? There's other ones that says Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Stuck on You. this might be the end, these little word strips. Because I feel like we got enough going on with the paper. Alright, love's in the air, love notes, happy hearts, key to my heart, you are my heart, romance, all me loves all of you, how sweet it is, cross my heart, first love. I think I'm going to do happy hearts up at the top. It's another red one. This one's red. I could do you make me happy. That one's a different color. We'll use you make me happy. Okay. We're gonna put it right there. Right there, kind of under the banner. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. I'll tell you all what I did again. I used Simple Stories Heart Eyes. There's like some chipboard and some thickers in the store, I think. I was scrapbooking Scrappy Snowstorm Challenge to create a layout about someone I haven't scrapbooked in a while. And then I decided to use the card sketch to turn it into a layout. I did show at the beginning kind of how I cut my triangles. So if you're able to, want to, go back and catch that to kind of see how I did it. I did do some tone on tone stenciling. I did some stamping with, what color did we use? Black soot. I had a 4x6 photo. I did cut it down to 4x4. We just did a cluster here, a cluster here, and then a cluster here. Now the clusters were not on the card sketch, but I do like clusters on my layout. I feel like they balance it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sherry. I added my title, Heart Eyes, a little chipboard there. And Sherry pointed out this also works for the February sketch with the different things that I included, which, yay. 3 sketches in one, or 3 challenges in one. Okay, I don't have my calendar handy. What's today, Wednesday? I don't know if anybody's live tomorrow. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Check the calendar. It's right at the top banner of the page. And if you're able to, go ahead and give a thumbs up to the live. Subscribe to the channel. That's just another way you can get notifications to when we go live. And thank you all for joining me. Thanks, Eileen. You all have a good night, and I'll see you again soon.